Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So the last few weeks we have been doing some videos random about tattoos, about materials, about things which is I use, things I like, and things, and I'm trying to share with you guys things which is in my case works for me and could recommend to general people to use stuff. But also the idea of the channel, the meaning behind it, share with you guys a knowledge I have gained after years, of working and being doing tattoos for a pretty long time now. But in the back when I started, we didn't have this whole advantage of internet or YouTube or whatever source of media we have nowadays, which is there for us to use it to take advantage of them. At that time, of course, we didn't had also not much tattoo shops around to get the opportunity to have an apprenticeship, which is the right way to learn tattooing, in my opinion. Which is the way that people normally, back in the day, if you had the opportunity to get a master, someone who was giving you the whole process, step by step, day by day, following the shop, the way things work from beginning on. We didn't had so many of this opportunity, especially from where I come from, and who had the shop had the things was not very keen sharing it, or because obviously at the time I had so much of this kind of a taboo of competition and so on and so on. Nowadays we don't have that anymore. We have the miracle of internet. We have a YouTube. Here we go, and also we have access of a great source of information in all senses, in sense of drawing especially, or in materials, what to buy, what not to buy, or what works for me doesn't work for others, and so on and so on. But we have everything there. Nowadays we have everything out here, now in front of us. And back in 1996 was not like that at all, and it was the other way. And many people like myself, many other tattooers I know, self-taught. So they started on their own, and they went through in a hard, very way, which was my case. So, and going through that process, of course, I had a very big delay on a development process, which a lot of my friends, which I had the pleasure to witness their development and the way they developed, because they start a bit later than me, let's say 10 years later, and where everything was more accessible, much more there, and they become way quicker on a development and a very amazing direction where they are now. The great tattooers, great artists, people which I really admire, and I had the pleasure to be friends with. But so today is not going to be anything related to tattooing itself, like not going to be any showing any what to do or whatever. It's just about more like what's coming next. So my idea has been, I've been also a lot researching a lot and seeing a lot of colleagues or tattoo artists, what they are doing and how they are doing the things and so on. And as I didn't have a master, I didn't have a teacher or something, so I had to learn in the way that is let's say more like a more doing and learning. And so it was harder for me to also to share with people, in a sense, if they're not people asking me what I'm doing, why I'm doing that. So so I'm trying to get more into researching the right way, or the way it could be possible for me to share my knowledge with you guys, to share what I learned and what I've been experienced and over the years, and how these developments is also framing my career, and so how this development also molding my direction, where I want to go for the next upcoming years, on tattooing, on drawing, and everything was art related. And I'm getting to the point now where with the channel as well, where I want to start to do now is like I would like more to start to share step by step different sort of ways what I use to tattooing, doing it, and maybe also sharing like on the side materials which you could use to try every single thing I will explain along the way, and also then showing enough real tattoo. So showing the way I do line work, shading, black dot work. I do a bit of everything in a way, because I always believe that tattoo artists is they do a bit of everything. This is we call all around tattooer. And in my career future, my direction goal is maybe focusing one style, maybe and or two, and staying that way. It's just something which I should have done maybe long ago, but I always been experimental. I love to try bits and here's bits and there's, and it's been always all over the place. But now I'm focusing in narrowing down everything more and more and more. Also in materials, also machines, also in everything I do now, I'm narrowing down. Before I used to be, I can show you my set machines I used to have like for one tattoo. Then now with the cartridges, I had the times I had like all the sets of needle sizes and everything, and then I put in on my table like maybe 5 to 10 different needles for one tattoo, which is makes no sense. But anyways, that's me trying things, it's me experience. I had the times also I used to work in a shop here in Berlin, which every time a new machine come out or something new, I would go and buy it, and everybody in the shop was kind of happy about it because they could go along and try every time a new machine, and then they decide on their own if they like it or they would go along or not. But I was the guy who spent, so I feel better, fair bit money on that, and then and most of the times I end up not liking the machine after the third time of using it and just leaving it aside, which you have machines down there. But nowadays I don't do that anymore. I'm very happy with one machine, and I focus on there. So I will talk about the machine in a future video, and I can recommend another machines which are good as well. Things which work for me doesn't mean will work for you, and that's the other way around, right? So today is only a very short one. It's just about what comes next, and the way I would like to direct the channel, as in a way that is education, sharing knowledge, and giving you maybe a bit of what I learned over the past years on tattooing, and also learning myself, reviewing everything, because when you talk about your things while you're doing or redoing or put attention, you're still learning. The process of learning is huge. You never stop to learn, and that's the beauty of it. And if you focus on doing it all the time, you just don't look behind what you could improve or even what you could do better, in the sense of it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It just means like maybe you can do it differently. So, and doing this channel, it gave me also the opportunity to learn immensely different things and revealing things which I didn't really put attention before. So for me, it's a big help and a big blast to have this possibility to share with you guys, and also to review it on my own. So for today is a very short one, as I said, and I'm very happy to be here. And if you guys like, thumbs up, thank you, subscribe below, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, bye.